Hello and welcome back. Today, as you can see, we're doing a bit of topping. We finally got the PTO cut and put on. I done it yesterday there, in between the showers. I got feckin' drowned it there a couple of times just trying to do it. Yeah, it just needed to be cut and sorted out, and we have it on it now. So I actually topped the field yesterday evening there at home, the field under the yard. So I done that one there. There was a lot of dead stocks and stuff in it, but needed to be done. So I done it. So this one actually needed to be done about 3 weeks ago. I'm just sort of tidying up a bit of dead grass, and it's a field where I had got sprayed earlier in the year for nettles. It was bombarded with nettles, and a few thistles wasn't so bad. So I'm not actually doing it all. Just doing most of it, just to sort of tidy it up, because in the next few weeks I hope to be putting ewes onto fresh grass to flush them before going to the ram, and it might give this a bit of a break. But I'd say I'll probably have to order more fertiliser a little bit and put some on fields, because like some of the soil and hail is still about 50 acres to put, so there's no aftergrass coming back on that. So just looking forward, I'm probably going to run short on grass for ewes, so I'd probably have to buy fertiliser, and that's just down to the rain. Like yesterday was wet, like today is a lovely day, but it's given tomorrow wet again. So like you can't do silage. It's looking like there'll be no silage done till the end of this week again, and like that's pushing it out to maybe 7 to 8 weeks of rain that we can't really. We've only just nabbed a few little bits of silage. So, and I'd say like the harvest men are under pressure as well with the moisture and everything. So, and trying to get straw baled, I'd say it's a feckin' nightmare. But anyway, it is what it is, and you have to get on with it and just do what you can. So yeah, we're topping. We could be doing a bit of fencing in the rest of this video as well, and we could be doing a bit of silage if it runs on to later in the week, because actually I've sort of caught up on my videos, and this one wouldn't be going out till probably next week. It's Tuesday now. It probably wouldn't be going out till next Tuesday, or maybe even the following Friday. I'll have to check the camera and just see what I have done on it. So so hopefully we'll have a bit of silage back in this as well, but just doing a bit of topping at the minute. We're nearly finished this field. Another half hour will do an awful lot on it. Just finished there. You can see how tidy it has left the field. Like this, the field was bad a couple of weeks ago with dead grass and nettles and thistles and all, but a lot of the stuff had died off, but there was new nettles coming up, so I probably didn't need to do all the field. I didn't do it quite at all, but when I seen the job it was doing, tidying it up, I done most of it. There was a few spots up there that I just didn't do, trying to save myself some time. So this topper, my dad actually needs it to do a couple of fields. There's the new PTO on it. I think there's a slip clutch in there, that's why it was so expensive. And there's actually a shear bolt there, but the last one didn't have a shear bolt there. So, and it's a real heavy PTO. I don't know why it needs it, so that's why it was so expensive. Oh, I have an oil leak there. I'd say that I may power wash that off, and I think it's coming out of that top one. Might need a new seal or a new oh god, I can't think what it's called now. There's a good bit leaking out there. It'll have to be power washed anyway. Spool valve. Might need a couple of new spools. I'll just have to check. And there was a guy up from Case only the other day where he put a new, I think there was a sensor there, that cable going up, sensor for the PTO. Now it didn't stop my PTO, but it was coming up as an error code. So he come up and done it. I remember in the last video saying when I had the post driver on, the lever wouldn't stay on. He just adjusted some of these were turned the wrong way. Now that's not the speed is actually in there for your oil pressure. I've actually adjusted them myself, but he adjusted these and now the lever will stay on, so it was a simple fix. I just asked. Just gave the topper and the tractor a bit of a wash. It's a little bit better anyway. I didn't go mad. I got a new lance and foam thing for the washer, so I was testing it out. I just might do the Jeep now, but it's working not too bad. But the topper hadn't been washed in a while, so it just takes all the shite off it really. I sorted lambs there today, and I just put the other lambs up to the hill because the grass has gone scarce out there. But I just left my Cheviot ram lambs and a few lambs that's going to go probably next week either to Blessington or Carnew, one or the other, whichever day suits. I think there's 9 lambs to go there, and then there's 5 pets in the shed or something, so 14 or 15 lambs to go. But they're not great. They're probably weighing not too bad, but maybe some of them maybe not quite over fat, so I'll have to put them in different groups. But my Cheviot ram lambs are there as well. I think I've only 7 there that were very poor with me again, and I missed 2 years with the society already because I bought a ram, and when he had lambs I ran them on to hoggets, and then I was so disgusted with them I got rid of him, the ram lambs and the hogget rams, got rid of everything, so I've missed 2 years. But what I have there now, and they'll be hoggets for next year, and I'm not impressed with them at all. But the only thing is, if I miss a 3rd year with the society, the chances are I could get kicked out of it, so I'll have to run these on till next spring and see what they're like then, and if I'm running into problems I may talk to someone in the society and just say, but like, I'm probably going to have to buy a Cheviot ram this year, but looking forward it'll probably be my last lad that I buy, because I've been buying prize winning rams and it's just not happening. But like, for some reason we're not allowed buy out of Donegal. They don't tattoo their rams, and there's a rule you can't buy non-tattooed rams. But like the very first ram I had, you were allowed to buy out of Donegal, and he was the ram that I was doing real well with. And since he's gone, I got 7 years out of him. He died. Been buying other rams then, and it's been a total disaster. So if I buy a ram this autumn, Cheviot lad, and it doesn't work out, I'm just going to walk away from the society, because there's 3 or 4 years, probably 4 years, that has been a disaster. Unless maybe they bring back that you can buy rams out of Donegal. I'm not saying they're the best rams, but at least you have a bigger pick, and that's the ram that done well for me, so that's why I'm favouring that. So, but look, maybe it's my own fault I don't go to any of the meetings. I should maybe go to the meetings and argue that point. But anyway, I don't think they're going to change it just for me, but the chances are I could just walk away. So, so yeah, you'll see them updated next spring, you'll see what they're like. But they're not good at the minute, and like, I'm only allowed to bring 5 to the sale, and I only have 7 there, so you only have to pick 2 out of it. I don't know whether I get 5 out of it next spring. I mightn't get any out of it if I get rid of the whole lot. So, we'll see going forward. But I have the creep feed here now. Going to bring it up to the lambs on the hill and just bring up a tanker of water. As you see, I have the wiper on there. Surprise, surprise, it's raining again. This is Thursday, and yesterday we were at the Tullow show, and I've done a video on that already. But it spilled rain all day yesterday. I was hoping to do some silage today and maybe bale it tomorrow, but like, that's out of the question now. And they're talking about it taking up next week, but not till the end of next week. It'll be sort of Wednesday. Like, you're out into the middle of August then. Oh, and there's so much still to do. There really is so much to do. But anyway, all we can do is wait, and if the good weather comes then is go with it. It'll just be a few very long days, I would say. But I'm just going to bring up this creep feeder and drink our water, and I'll just show you then up there. The aftergrass has come on not too bad. When I was saying when I was down to rams there, I kept them separate, but when I had them in the shed there was actually 2 of them had maggots, so I was pouring some dip on them, and actually one of them done a poo there, and I could actually see worms in it, and I just examined it and there was worms in it. And I had brought these lambs up here already today, so it's an awful pity when I had them in the shed and in the race down there, I could have feckin' dosed them. I didn't think they were sort of needed a dose for maybe another 2 weeks, so if it's dry tomorrow, I'll get them in and I'll dose them here, and then I'll get those ram lambs in and I'll dose them as well. I had them putting dip on them, I didn't have any dose and stuff there, so look, I'll just let them out and I can get them in tomorrow. If it's dry, it's not a huge big deal, so I'll just set the creep feed up there. Like, there's grass here. This is after grass, like, it's got no fertiliser, no dung, no nothing. Like, it's not too bad, but it wouldn't last too long. But the Cheviot sale is the 5th or the 7th of September, so there's 30 of those lambs to go to that. So if it lasted a month here, and then there's other black lambs to go to the second sale in Tullow, but probably not too many. There's probably not too many there, and I have yo lambs there, but they're black, but I'll still bring them to Tullow probably, and you'll get a little bit less for them because they're fully black, they're not speckled. But that's just the way it goes. I'll bring them there anyway. So by the end of the month, I'd have very little lambs left here, I'd say. So if this could just get me out a month, I'd say it will, because there's not that many lambs there. I think there's 100 lambs there or something like that, with the ones down below as well, and the few in the shed. I think there's 100 here. So we just need to clean out this drinker. It's green. So I think there's a bucket there at the pen, and I'll scoop that out and I'll put the drinker on the ground, because the lambs wouldn't be able to reach it from there. I'll put it on the ground there, and then they're set up. Like, it's probably about 7:30 now at night. Like, the evenings are closing in. It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. So I just hope a bit of good weather comes later in the year, but it'll be too late for the quality of the silage and stuff like that, and the beginning of the harvest is sort of destroyed. But anyway, we'll keep giving out about it anyway. Sure, that's all we can do. So yeah, I'll just go over, get a bucket, and we'll scoop this out. Now, that was the only bucket that was there. It's quite big, but anyway, that's all that was there. So I actually had power washed out these before. Now, they're not spotless again. They're not spotless, but I did power wash them out a while ago, but that's filling there now. So look, I'll leave that bucket up there. I might want it again. Down checking the cows here. I had them shut up, just shut up on this half, ready for calving, but there's no stopping them now. They just keep getting up on the ditch and over the fence. So look at, I could put electric fence across, because there's electric fence running there. My uncle has dividing our 2 herds, so he has electric fence on his side. So if I ran a wire across here and just connected to his electric fence, it would stop them. But the cows with the calves, they're the ones that are getting out. If I had the feckin' haylage cut, of 25 acres of haylage to cut down there, and if I had that cut, I was going to put them down and let them eat around the edges, and that's where I was going to put all the cows once all these had calved anyway, is down there on a bit of aftergrass. But there'll be very little aftergrass now, I'd say. But yeah, they keep getting out, so if I could just get that cut, I wouldn't need to put electric fence here. I just put those cows and calves down there, because they're the spring calving cows, and I'm not going to wean them yet. And actually, when we had the cows in, sorting, getting them couple of heifers out, I'm really happy with them Charlie calves, and like, they've got no nuts. But I was planning going to sell them maybe next spring, and I'd start giving them a bit of meal once they go into the shed in November, you know. But they probably could do with a bit of meal now, but I just haven't done it. But still, when you see them walking around, yeah, they could be better, but I'm very happy with them considering they've no meal in them at all, you know. So, just walking around these cows now. They'll be starting to calve. I think the 19th of August is the start of it. But like, we've only 13 cows to calve now in the autumn, and the rest are in the spring, where we would have been calving feckin' over 30 cows here now, you know. So it won't be as busy as we would like, but anyway, actually that one's carrying twins. I don't know whether I'd keep her tight anymore. I might actually bring her in and actually give her a bit of meal, because one carrying twins, she might need a little bit of extra TLC. But the rest of them here, and there's actually one got mastitis there as well. She's lost a spin, that brown one. And so yeah, that's sort of a look at the cows again. And as I say, grass was a bit tight. I have them a bit tight here, but like, they're all in calf to the Charlie bull. Oh, excuse me. And I don't want them on too much grass coming up to calving, you know what I mean? Because you know yourself, I just don't want to be jacking calves. But all the spring calving ones calved on their own. Now, they're well established cows. There's no heifers here or anything like that. So they're established cows. So look at, we'll see how we go. We're just in the Jeep here, down the yard. It's spilling rain here again. Absolutely out of heaven. So I didn't get to do a whole lot today. This is Sunday anyway. I'm just doing a bit with the chaps. So I'm going to sign off in this video here. Probably edit this video then later on today. I think it's for next Friday. So yeah, again, just want to thank everyone for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe, and we will see you at the next one.